Hello and welcome to this edition of the Time with Hime podcast. I'm your host, Lynn Cordish, joined by Superintendent Hime and some special guests today.
It's May.
Almost.
And
We got a few more
we got
days.
some rain.
A lot. And we're not done, sir. We're not
Yes,
done.
and this is my first, I've been here 5 years. This is starting my sixth. I've started my sixth since I got here. And this is the first big flooding.
Flood.
Hopefully, man, it was a lot of water.
Yes, and we're
So
doing some
thoughts
cleanup.
and prayers
Yes,
with all those
yes.
people who truly have lost things, had damage, and obviously contact the school if you're missing school, you're displaced, so we'll do what we can to help and
Absolutely.
with the month to go in school. We want to make sure, especially our high school students, we get everything right so they get their credits and they get the proper grades on their transcript, because we don't want students missing a lot of days these last couple of weeks. And so just work with us, and we'll do everything we can to work with our families.
And we'll continue to let our families know if anything changes. We know we have a few more weeks. Tonight's another one of potential rain.
It is Oklahoma.
So it is, and it's that severe weather time, you guys. So you got to stay up in
Hey,
the loop.
very exciting for our guests today. When we got here and we started talking about goals, and this is our entire leadership team. It's easy to say I, but we talked about Concurrent and how we expand that look, and how we'd love to have some students graduate with enough hours to have an associate's degree. Well, lo and behold, awesome. We have 4 students here today that are making that happen. So we're going to let them introduce themselves, ask them some questions, and just talk to them about that process. So we'll start with Bailey. I can remember her name because I have a daughter named Bailey. So Bailey, we'll start with you.
My name is Bailey Anderson. I go to MacArthur.
My name's Gabrielle O'Brien, and I go to Eisenhower.
My name is Nicholas Rosso. I go to MacArthur.
My name's Alicia Diaz, and I go to Lawton High.
So Gabriella, tell us about how many hours you got, what it'll do for you, and kind of your future plans.
I currently have 73 credits. One of them is from an AP class, so
That's okay. We have no problem with that.
I'm earning my associate's degree in business. I plan to go to Virginia. I plan to attend Virginia Commonwealth University. It's in Richmond. My bachelor's is going to be in health services, and I really want to travel abroad.
Very good. Nicholas?
I currently have 68 hours. I'm taking 18 this semester, and after Cameron, I'm gonna hopefully go to SWASU and get my bachelor's in music ed, and then try to get my master's as well.
You said a music ed?
Yes.
Like in education? Like you
So
want to
we're
come back and
bringing
work
them
with us? Sign him up now. Let's get him signed up. We'll make sure Miss Oates knows, because she's our director of music, so we get
And
you
she
on
knows
there.
Nicholas, so
she
we have
knows.
him in. We have a job for you.
Okay, well, she already got you signed up. All right. Alicia?
I have at least 60. I'm taking around 18 hours this
Okay.
semester. I plan to go to SWASU with Nick and double major in political science and psychology.
Political science. All right. And psychology. Those go together in 2025.
Yeah, and then eventually go to OU for law school.
Okay, awesome. And Bailey?
I'm not quite sure how many hours I have. Gotta be somewhere high 60s. I plan on moving up to Washington State after I graduate and take a gap semester. But I do plan on going back, getting my bachelor's in marketing.
Awesome. So now we're going to rotate to Nicholas for this question. So talk about the process of getting your associate's degree. Like, did you take hours your sophomore year, and some of the things you did, and how you would recommend others that to work out for others?
So I started Concurrent my first semester of sophomore year. I took college algebra, and I also took the concert band there. And then ever since then, I just sort of like started to slowly add courses. I know like that following semester I took U.S. history. And then it was my first semester, my junior year is when I started getting like more courses. And then at the end of my second semester, I realized and figured out that I was able to get my degree since I've already taken so many courses. For anyone who's trying to get their associate's degree, I would recommend planning it out because if you start sort of late, your senior year is going to be completely full with courses. I know like last semester I was considered full-time as well. So it does get a little bit challenging, but if you have the right mindset and the motivation to do it, then it's definitely possible.
Alicia, did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. How about you? Talked about your process and when you started and your thought process and if you had a recommendation to others.
Well, I also started my sophomore year, but I only took about 9 hours
Okay.
with both semesters. To actually get your degree, you have to start sophomore year, or else you won't have your hours by senior. I definitely recommend trying to get as many as you can sophomore year because, like he said, your hours are going to be piled up senior year, and it's going to suck because it's really hectic senior year.
Yeah, because other stuff that you get to do, you're still a senior in high school.
Yeah.
You still have like clubs and activities and some of your music in different organizations. Bailey.
I also started my sophomore year as well. I would recommend anyone who does want to you definitely do have to start your sophomore year to get those hours, and you have to plan it out because I don't recommend. Last semester I did 19 hours and I worked 2 jobs.
Wow.
And it was really, really
No wonder you're
nice.
going to take a gap year.
But yeah, just plan it out. I mean, it's a really great thing to have. So if you're really motivated, you can do it.
Gabriella?
Well, I definitely agree with Bailey. I was also taking 19 and working 2 jobs. You definitely need to sit there and plan it. You have to write it down. You have to highlight the courses that you need. You need to make sure you have the prerequisite. You need to make sure that you feel comfortable taking it. But I would definitely also focus on, your social life. School and work isn't everything. Make sure you're spending time with your family, with your friends, doing, as you said, high school activities like clubs or going to proms and homecomings and whatnot.
Well, I'm pretty sure, are y'all the first group that got to take college classes as sophomores?
I'm not sure.
First, I think you were. So I will say the thing that I like is, you're first. So I'm sure the planning part, I'm going to guess that our people, the counselors and things, have worked really hard to kind of help you guys plan through and watch what you're doing, whether they've worked. And so they'll be better prepared for the next groups as they come. The other thing is we have a lot more sophomores taking. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the thing from my seat. I hope everybody understands if you qualify for college. I guess we can kind of go, has anybody had much out-of-pocket expenses to take these college classes?
I haven't had to pay anything.
Nothing?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's
As a parent, yes.
well, I mean,
Yay.
it's a difficult thing for us, but I tell everybody, well, how do you do that? I said, well, if they were taking that many hours from other instructors, I'm going to have to pay those instructors, buy those textbooks, those things. So it's not like, yes, it's a different way the district spends money, but again, it's not an expense we have one way or the other. So I do want that out there that, just think we got this group of young people plus, they got 60. We probably got another 25 or so that have 50, and probably another 30 graduates are going to graduate with 30 or 40 hours, which graduate as sophomores in college. And so that free is free. I don't know how many people say, well, no, it's not free. We got to pay fees. We got to buy books. I try to say free is free. And, and it's just, some people don't think free is free. What convinced y'all that free was free when you started? Did you really realize it, or just a counselor say you're going to get this for free, or?
Definitely during the beginning, I was scared that the tuition waiver would run out.
So you used it all fast, didn't you?
Because I took classes over the summer as well, so that counts into the year. But then it's still covered by the school, even if that initial tuition waiver runs out for your junior and senior year.
That's one thing we try to do, and I can't guarantee you that we can always do it, but so far, even if, because the state pays for so many of your hours, the rest of them the district, and we have a great relationship with Cameron. I am not going to Cameron has really worked hard with us. If you take the classes here at the LRC, the fees are less. If you go to their place, they're higher, and in some cases, if we offer it here and you want to take it at Cameron, then you have to pay the difference in fees.
That's just
but in your case, have you all had a class at Cameron? I'm assuming, and we didn't offer it, so we paid the fees anyway. I'm assuming if you got it for free.
Well, most of them are all at Cameron throughout the day anyways right now.
They're just full-time college.
I know, they are. As high school seniors. Woo.
But it is a thing where, and we were discussing this before, there's so many young people now that graduate at 21, 22, and they have thousands of dollars of debt, and I know we do financial literature and we do what we do, but when you graduate, you want a car, you want a house, rent or own, and you're going to have insurance, and then all of a sudden you got this debt. So it's just another payment you have, and it's a difficult, especially if you want to travel abroad or you want to work in a field, because you feel motivated to go work in that field, and it's not, everything shouldn't be money driven. Like you want to be a teacher. We don't want you to graduate as a teacher with hundreds of $1,000s in debt. So we're really excited that we got a lot of that covered. Anything else any of you want to say about, what about summers? How do we get our students to understand summers count too? Because that's got to be a lot of it. You had to have taken hours in the summers through the year.
Or night school. I think you took a night school, didn't you?
I took like an evening night class
Okay.
my junior year. I wouldn't say it's required because you can mainly pile your classes like morning, afternoon. But summers, I only took one semester of summer with Upward Bound, but I
Okay.
still did my college courses there.
Did you work in the summer?
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense. But this to know it's offered as well. We offer summer and we pay for the summer. And I think a lot of people miss that too. They think, well, if I take summer, I got to pay for it. No, we cover that too. Our motivation is to help our families. It helps our parents, because in some cases our students graduated and their parents are going to try to foot the bill to get them in college. In some cases, it's up. Some people in their family structure, when they walk across the stage, the parents are kind of, yep, you're on your own now. It's all up to you. And that's okay. That's what we live in America. That's what it's about. And we have different families and different situations. But hopefully, so how, if you were me, I always ask this question, how would you encourage this year's freshmen to know they need to get enrolled in those classes next year?
I would say, like, if you can do it, and if you know you can do it, and if you're motivated to, then take a part of it. It's a really good resource, and it's a really good tool, especially for your future.
Okay.
Because I mean, the courses you take concurrently, they also go on your college transcript, and they go on your high school transcript.
That's great. That's what some don't understand. Why not take U.S. history at Cameron when you get both? Why don't you take English 3 at Cameron, and that very algebra 2 or your geometry or whatever? You get 2 credits for it. So what if we talked about this, just having that mentality where if you're a sophomore and you qualify based upon your ACT test, now that's not all of it now, but if you have that ACT score, we just enroll you in concurrent classes. And then if you want out, you can obviously get out at the first of the year. But we have so many that just don't. I mean, how about your friends? How many of them are taking concurrent classes? Do most of them? Yeah. Good. So that means they don't still have as many hours as you, but they're still taking them. And that is a personal choice. I mean, to take 18 and 19, some of these are the exception to the rule. We're not saying we want all of our students to become full-time, because some are athletes, some are in music, but you're still in music programs, and you guys are in clubs and
They're
things.
still very involved in making it happen. I think that's the difference, is just their drive to get out there because they know what they want, and the ability to take a gap year or to go out abroad and do some studies. It gives them flexibility in their schedule as they go.
Flexibility is huge.
That's right.
And from my seat, I think what excites me the most is because, yes, we do it and we put it out there, but for the students to look up and say, hey, no, we did this. Some of them are going to have, by the time in August, when they get there, some of them are going to have 75, 80 hours before they get done, and it's all going to be free, and free means free. And that's important to me, because that's what we've always said, but you always think, okay, is somebody getting with a hidden fee over here? Because when you go to college, you'll see you get this, and this, and it's kind of like going to the hospital. You get through, and a month later, you get another bill from somebody. And a month later, you get another bill. So that's good to know it's been free. Anything else you guys would like to say? If you were talking to yourself when you were a 8th grader, what would you tell yourself?
It looks really good on your resumes and transcript that you're getting your associate's degree in high school. I know, like, I've gotten the scholarships that I've gotten because they looked at, like, not only like the transcript, but like, okay, this person's like actively getting their associate's degree, and they have the motivation to do that. And I would also say that it's a little scary at first. I know, like, my sophomore year, it was like going to the college algebra class. I remember, like, I had to raise my hand to, like, say, like, can I use the bathroom? and then, like,
It's college,
yeah,
right?
and then afterward, like, I learned that I don't have to do that. But once you take, like, a few courses, you'll start getting used to it, and then honestly, like, you'll start taking more courses. That's pretty much like my motivation. It's like, once you take a few, then
And everybody says the food's better at the LRC.
I'd
You know.
say so.
Good plug. Bailey, anything else you want to add?
I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
I would definitely just say you can do it. If you want to do it, you can do it. Because if you want to go to college, you're going to have to do it anyways.
That's it.
You know,
Saving you money, time,
That's it. Yeah.
and giving you flexibility for a gap
That's
year.
it.
definitely.
Yep.
And I mean, yeah, you can do it if you really want to. I'd say, like, if you feel like you're not challenged in your classes at high school, then it's a good step up rather than AP. Mm-hmm. So,
It
And
is a
AP,
different
and
yeah.
AP's okay. How many of you have AP classes too for college credit? A couple of you. See, that's about 50%, and I'm okay with that. I'm a big proponent of AP as well. And some people think, well, no, he just doesn't want AP. Yes, I want AP, but AP is not for everyone, because with AP you got to pass a test at the end to get it. But although in some degree pass, when you go to college, those AP classes are really look good on your transcript as well. So again, my goal is to create opportunities and as many pathways for all of you. So you're not choosing what he's choosing, where you're not choosing what she's choosing. You're choosing what you want to choose, and that's ultimately the goal. Well, we had great guests. Anything else we need to talk about today? Wow,
We're almost in May. Lots
spring
of things
sports,
coming
regional
on.
track meet, regional district baseball, all that stuff's coming. Baseball's coming to an end. Soccer. Did one of our soccer teams win district?
They did.
Which one?
Arthur, good job, ladies.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
And the
You
boys.
know.
Well, I think the boys are making it. I think a lot of them are getting to the playoffs.
Okay,
so
good. Very good.
We're going to keep track of everybody and
Keep track of it on that local website.
right.
And like
then
we said, this is that weather time of the
weather.
year where you never know when a storm blows in, so safety first.
yes, if
You
you
know,
haven't updated your contact information, please do so with the school, because that's how we notify you of any changes. Of course, social media. You want to give them our website.
Yes, our website is lawtonps.org, lawtonps.org, or if you got any questions or you want other people on here or you want to ask, hey, some of the parents may hear this and say, how did they do that? Free is free. You can email info at lawtonps.org. That's the email address for the podcast where we take information. And
we
again,
just have two more things, I think, before we leave. We can't leave this podcast, because we know he's going to watch it, without congratulating Dr. James. I know that's
oh, well, we don't even talk about Dr. James. He just
doesn't
left
exist,
us.
right? Yeah,
No,
he's
very
in this.
excited for
Yes.
Dr. James. You know, when I took this job, one of the first calls I made, you know, obviously called my wife and family, but I called Dr. James and said, hey, I just took the Lawton job. He was a superintendent at Alec Public Schools at the time, a small school. I said, do you want to come be my assistant superintendent? And he called me back the next day and accepted it. And I really believe some of the things like this free college and thing, he was on board with all that. And some of the things we've been able to accomplish have been a direct reflection on the fact that he said yes when he came. So very exciting for me when one of my assistants get a superintendent job, especially a really good job like Shawnee is, but also creates a little angst for me too, because now I got to figure out, okay, now, did he really do everything he says he did? Or
We're going to check. We're going to check on him.
so we got to cover all, you know, and it is a hole we have to fill, but very excited for him, and it is a win for Lawton Public Schools when our employees are getting really good jobs. So, you know, as people in sports and things, you know, great head coaches,
they move around.
coordinators every year, because that means you got a great program if people are coming to get your people.
Yes, sir.
And
And,
what was the
then
other?
the other one is pre-K enrollment is officially happening.
Awesome.
And so if you are there, make sure you get on the website and fill out our link. We will have our other grade levels open shortly. So we're moving to the new system. So it's just taking a little bit more time.
And if you're having problems with it, shoot us an email at info.lawtonps.org. So it's new how we're doing it.
Yes.
We got a new system, and we really like what we're doing. But if it has kinks in it, it's kind of those deals. I can't put a fire out if I don't know the fire's there. And so if there's an issue, if somebody doesn't tell us about it, we won't know that. And somebody said, well, I knew that was going on 3 months ago. And you're like, well, why didn't you tell me 3 months ago? So please let us know.
Yes. And is there anything else you want to celebrate?
No, I'm just, you know, this is one of those days that when you got here, we started this, we wanted some associate's degree, and hopefully they lead the path, and we have 10 or 15 next year, and the next year we have more. Only those who want to do it, though. That's an important, and that's what I really liked. I heard from them is you got to want this. It's not, don't do it just because somebody else wants you to do it, because it is a little bit game changer in your high school career, but it also gets them ready for the real world. As we say, life ready graduates, they're close.
That's it. Well, congratulations again to all of you. You've done a wonderful job, and keep it up, because I know great things are going to come. And Mr. Hime, thank you for your time. You guys, thank you so much. Stay dry. We know rain
Stay
is
safe.
coming. That's
We got
right.
some more rain coming. That's a little nerve-wracking.
That's it. If you need anything, you know how to get a hold of us. Until then, you guys be well, stay safe, and make positive impacts. Have a great week.
Welcome to the Woodsman Wake Up!
Shiver me timbers! Today is Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Today is Wednesday, September 11th.
Tuesday, November 5th.
2024.
We are 100 days brighter.
I am Delilah Hotailing.
And I'm White Golden.
Just like Sophia.
Getting you ready for your day.
Please stand with me as we salute the flag. Please join me in a moment of silence. Our character trait of the month is gratitude.
Our quote of the week is, I was complaining that I had no shoes till I met a man with no feet. Confucius.
Our power word of the week.
Analyze. It means to break it down.
Yeah.
Our ELA word of the week, cause and effect.
Our math word of the week is
Sum and difference. Our joke of the day is from Aiden in Miss Booker's class.
What do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire? What? Frostbite. Grr. Announcement. Today is Wear Pink. I better be seeing you wear pink.
It's time for Christmas cheer. Oh wait, no Christmas cheer at school tomorrow because tomorrow's virtual day. So don't come to school.
No one's gonna answer the door for you. Tomorrow's the last day of book fair. It's BQN. What keeps you coming back day after day?
You guys do.
Not me for today. It's B. Oklahoma chili dog.
Yeah.
Get your vegetables, kids.
Popcorn, field trips, and lunch assemblies. It's a great day to be a woodsman.
Don't forget to be respectful.
Be responsible.
And be safe.
That's the Woodsman way.
That's a wrap.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you on Monday.
See you next year.
For another Woodsman Wake Up.
Have a great day.
Ten buen día. Or not.
The choice is yours.
Oh, go inside. The Woodsman Wake Up.